thing we do because we can't do anything else. You don't get real professionals doing stand-up comedy. And it's a special day when you get someone who's not a comedian but a doctor. So that, I bring up the one, the only, Doctor Pickle. Doctor Pickle, everyone, Doctor Pickle!
During the 2-hour show, if you forget who I am, it says it right here, Dr. Pickle. Has anybody tried our pickles? Does anybody want to try my pickle? Well, after the show, if anybody wants to try my pickle, you can come out to the van. I know it sounds a little creepy, but it's real. That's where I started making pickles, was in a van. If you can't tell, I'm from up north. Our pickles are in about 30 farmers markets in South Florida and about 15 stores. We make a fully organic kosher pickle. Triple your pickles back guaranteed if you're not happy. Make a Jack Daniels pickle, Tita's vodka pickle, Funky Buddha Brewery beer pickle. Now, originally I was a New York fireman. That's how I got into pickling. I didn't know how to cook, so I started pickling everything. I made a sweet and spicy chip. We put it in scrambled eggs, tuna fish, a sandwich, a salad, a burger, a piece of chicken, a piece of fish, put it on crackers with cheese. I even went to the point where I started experimenting with the pickle brine and I put it in my wife's douche. Well, I won Best Smelling Pickle. It was the best thing I ever pickled. Now, I wasn't always Dr. Pickle. I was a first responder in 9/11. I was there that day, I lived it, I breathed it, thank you. Don't worry, I'm in therapy. We'll get to that in a minute. Now, if I didn't continue selling pickles, the terrorists would have won. If I checked out, the terrorists would have won. So that's why I'm here today. Now, they told me I was bad before 9/11. They told me I was worse after 9/11. Now, how much worse could you get if you were fucked up before and you're fucked up afterwards? How much more fucked up could you get? So they told me I have PTSD. Now, for 13 years, we've been going back and forth. What is PTSD? Everybody has their own opinion. All the doctors have their own philosophies on it. I don't have a clue, so I came up with my own too. PTSD. Pickle tastes so damn good. Now the other thing that came out of 9/11 was that day everybody knows where they were. Everybody knows what words came out of their mouth. Now the most words that I heard was, "Oh God, oh God. How could this happen? Oh God. How could they do this to us?" So I started using the "oh God" myself. I'm driving, I'm in a rush, I go through the red light, the cop pulls me over, I'm like, "Oh God, get me out of this one." I don't get the ticket. I'm like, "Oh God, get me a new car." I got a new car. "Oh God, I want a new boat." He got me a new boat. I said, "Oh God, I want to learn how to fly." He got me a plane. After all this, I said, "Oh God, I was going to pay for this shit." So I lost it all. Now the phone starts ringing. I got collection calls. "Where's the money? Where's the money? Where's the boat? What boat?" Well, I also came up with a plan on collection calls. We all get them. We all know all about them. Their objective is to keep you on the phone as long as you possibly can and stay focused on the objective. My job is to keep them on the phone as long as I possibly can and talk about everything other than the objective, which is the money. So now, after about 7 hours on the phone, I finally get to the point and I say to them, "Look, I don't have that much money." I write down a piece of paper, everybody I owe money to. I figure out how much money I have and I put everybody's name in a hat. I pull the names out of a hat and that's who I pay. If you keep calling me and pissing me off, you're not going in the hat next month. Now, what is the best wife that money could buy? A wife. A wife, a husband and wife. The best wife would be somebody who doesn't speak English. Think about it. It's every guy's dream, it's every girl's dream. You could take that person, you could teach them anything you wanted. My wife doesn't speak English. I can tell her, I can teach her anything. Thanksgiving, we all got together, they said, what is Thanksgiving? Brazil, they don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I said, well, it's these two Mexican guys that came from Mexico. They came in these 3 boats to America. They decided to have Thanksgiving, so they had rice and beans and turkey, and they call it Thanksgiving. I said, that's where Taco Bell came from. She goes, well, how do you order Taco Bell? I said, well, you go to the drive-up window, you tell them just like this. When they say, may I help you? You say, I'd like 1 Rocco Taco, Caco. She orders a Rocco Taco, Caco. What do you want to drink? I got to do number 1. Well, there's a restroom inside, man. You can come inside and use the bathroom if you'd like. Now we're in a hate-hate relationship. I hate to be alone. She hates to be broke. I hate to fight. She hates that I'm alive. Now, I wasn't always a chick magnet. I will tell you, there was a time when I used to walk into the stores, shorts, t-shirt, standing in line, say to a girl, hi, how are you? Would you like to go out, get a couple of drinks, have a cup of coffee, maybe have sex? Didn't get me very far. Then I found Doctor Pickle. Every girl wants a doctor. Every guy wants a doctor. Every mother wants their child to be with a doctor. That's all they've ever wanted in life, is for their child to end up with a doctor. I can't figure it out myself, but I will tell you it's true. I go into Publix, I go into Ross, I go into Goodwill, I'm standing on line. Hello, how are you? Would you like to go out in the car and have sex? Never happened before in my life. The girl stands there, she says, I didn't know pickles needed doctors. I said, shut up, stupid, I'm working. Now, they did a little article about me, which I was actually I was really overwhelmed with, to tell you the truth. We spent about 4-6 weeks. South Florida came in, they videotaped everything, they did still shots. They asked me a million questions. They wanted to know about everything. They wanted to know where I came from, how I got here, where I'm going, and what's wrong with me. Now that's all in 2 paragraphs after 4 weeks. Yes, we do kids' parties, but you have to come to my van. Now I know it sounds a little creepy. I know it sounds a little creepy, but if you're having a party, we do kids' parties, and I promise I'll bring the van. Thank you.